welcome back to the next episode of the G&A podcast. I am the dragon that's going to use magic to turn your junk into some other junk. Do.
And I'm your number one economic planner, Sobroni.
Welcome back to the G&A podcast where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. How are you doing, Oni?
I'm doing well. How are you, Drew?
I am literally dying, but yeah, no. I'm just literally dying. This stomach bug is the ghetto. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired of being sick.
Yeah, also, I don't know why I said I'm doing well. I also have a stomach problem right now.
Yeah, we're both down bad.
We're kind of dying.
Yeah, but you know what? Dying doesn't stop us from giving you guys what you want, which is the greatest reviews and insights into all of the anime shows and things. So yeah, with that being said, let's start with our new segment, This Week in Anime. For me, according to Anime News Network, Tokyo declares fourth COVID-19 state of emergency until August 22nd.
Wow.
First of all, I didn't realize they had so many.
Yeah, me
That's
either.
number one. I was like, fourth? I thought this would be like the second one. Like, we've only had two. But then again, America's stupid when it comes to this, as as most of us have seen.
Yeah.
Yes. Tokyo reported 920 new cases of COVID-19 on Wednesday, the 18th day in a row, with more new cases than a week before. It is the first time the number has been over 900 since May 13th during the state of emergency, during the third state of emergency. As of 6:30 p.m. Or 5:30 a.m. Eastern something time, Japan is reporting 2,191 new cases nationwide on Wednesday. As of Tuesday, 26.35% of Japan's total population have received the first COVID vaccination shot.
Wait, only 26?
I know. Okay. A few things I had to say about this whole paragraph. and 15.05% have received the second. So, a few things. I love how I feel like this would not be high numbers for New York. I mean, not New York, for America.
Mm.
The way America would just be like, oh, these kind of numbers.
Reopen the country.
Just hello. What's a few more dead people?
It's only 1,000 people.
Duh. Now the gag is, for some reason, the International Olympic Committee and the Tokyo government, they're still planning on holding the Tokyo Olympics.
You gotta get that money. They're like, nah, we still want that Olympic money.
Like they're like, nah, we've been delayed last year when it was like really bad. Let's, whatever, we'll be fine this time. So, with the new strain out, the Olympics happening, my question to you, Oni, is so when do you predict our next lockdown is gonna be?
Please be after Anime NYC.
I think it's gonna be. Oh, I hope it's after Anime NYC.
I predict it's. If I'm being honest, it's probably be like late August, late September, or early September. Right?
I think it might. I think it's gonna be like early fall. Yeah, like September.
Because
like
people are gonna all go crazy for the summer and stuff, and it's probably gonna be like, oh no, Delta variant.
Exactly. I mean, I've also kind of enjoying myself, but not to the point where I'm going to a place where they're on lockdown. It's fine. I don't know. It's understandable that people want to get out and just be out. myself included. But you still do so responsibly. Not everyone has the vaccinations. I still don't know why Japan has such a low vaccination
Well, there's like
percentage.
I know that because we were talking about this on the Discord earlier, like last week. Apparently, America is like really being America about this and like taking all the vaccines from every other
Of
country.
course.
So like even places that I think would be highly vaccinated, like Canada and the UK, I don't think they're that vaccinated. Because I think like America's just like, nah, we'll buy all the vaccines and just like use them here first, and then the rest of the world can be safe. Because we're something like what 60 or 70% vaccinated or something crazy like that.
We're almost. The U.S. is almost 50%.
Yeah, and New
It's
York is like
almost.
I think 70%.
Yeah, New York is like 70%, and it's just like, uh, first of all, I don't know how we haven't reached the 50% mark as of yet. That still kind of blows my mind. I'm like, really? It's just do, do
They're
y'all
giving them out in like the subway.
right? It feels like it. They're like they're giving incentives now. They're like, please, please have interest in your own life. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm actually at a loss because I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get that the Olympic Committee is like, yes, this is a good idea. I don't get how Tokyo is like, this is a good idea.
Mm,
In the middle of a state of emergency, we're having the Olympics.
well,
What? Like, am I missing something?
yeah, money.
Yeah, I guess that's why I'm the broke bitch and they're
Yeah,
not.
exactly, Drew. If you had this kind of mentality, you wouldn't be so poor.
You're right. I should just let people
You should
die.
start. Yeah, you should start letting people die, Drew. That's how you.
That is true. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna let this shit lie.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, oh, there's apparently an update. So not even most of the cities are going to, be on lockdown for this long. I think by tomorrow or maybe the day after, some of the bigger city or yeah, some of the cities that people may know of: Hokkaido, Aichi, Kyoto, Hyogo, and Fukuoka.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they're apparently going to end their lockdowns around like tomorrow.
Oh, so that's good. I guess, relatively speaking.
Is it?
I don't know. Good for the Olympics.
No. And as of now, the International Olympic Committee and Tokyo government are still deciding whether to allow spectators at the Olympics during 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 state of emergency. Okay, I'm done. Say your news because I'm just
Cool.
gonna. I feel like I'm just gonna keep saying it
Yeah, I'm about
over
to
and
say
over.
it's just gonna be the podcast. My news on a happier note, if I can pull up the tab, there we go, is second season of Vinland Saga, baby.
Ooh.
If you haven't seen the original Vinland or the first season of Vinland Saga, you need to go watch it because that show is absolutely amazing. I guess the best way I can describe it is Game of Thrones, but Vikings and as an anime. Um, very very great show, very fun. Let me see. When does it have a release date? I don't think it has a release date yet for second season. Damn. I'm assuming it's going to be early next year though, probably like fall 2022.
Mm.
So I'm super hyped for that. Um, Villain Saga is just a really fun show. And it left off on a really big cliffhanger, and I've heard from people who read the manga that it only gets better. So
Yeah, so we're looking forward to it.
exactly, and we will cover it on the podcast.
Yata bitches. All right. So it's new stomach bug new weekly reviews. Let's get into it, and we are going to start off with Tensei Shitara Slime Ken. Excuse me, season 2, part 2, episode 1.
In what I'm sure is going to be a recurring theme of this season, I enjoyed this episode of Slime, but not as much as I enjoyed everything else.
Wait, you enjoyed this episode of Slime,
Mm-hmm.
but as opposed to what?
I usually like Slime episodes, but I kind of view them as like they're fun,
Oh, you said you like them, but not as much as
not as
everything
much as
else.
everything else. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, no, I mean that's fair. Yeah, it was.
Like I don't have anything bad to say about this episode.
No, I really don't. I just literally all I need is my one Shion moment,
Yeah,
and
same. I feel like
like
Shion
every
is somehow
Shion
becoming
moment,
a
it's
main
great. I
character.
keep telling y'all she's the best character in the show.
Well,
Like,
she's being forced to be the best. They keep giving her so much screen time.
I
Not that
don't
I
care.
hate Shion,
I
but
mean,
I
I don't
feel
care.
like
I mean, I don't care how they. I don't
Shura
care
can
how it's
get some
done.
more screen time or whatever her name is. Pink-haired
She,
chick. She had a lot of
mm,
screen time during the spin-off slice of life one. She had some good amount of screen time.
yeah, they said we're gonna give her screen time there. Leave us alone.
Veldora came back, and he's super hyper active, energetic mode.
Yeah, which I like that.
Yeah, he's really fun to watch.
Yeah, he's not like a I'm Overlord dick. Like, nah,
Mm-hmm.
he's just very fun, bro. Shion being able to cook with her new skill, that was funny. That whole scene was very funny.
I like that it was a reintroduction. Like basically, like we're not as much as I do like when a show comes back after a break and like starts right away, like with the action. I do appreciate that it reintroduced all the characters and the
Yes, because there's a
situation.
lot.
Yeah, there's like a lot going on, so I needed a somewhat of a refresher for the political situation that's going on.
Um, the intro to not the intro to Valdora. I mean the intro to Valdora was funny, but I liked the definitely slight BL undertones between Valdora and Rimuru.
Mm-hmm.
We're sword buddies. I'm just like, oh.
I like that Valdora's just like entire knowledge that comes from manga that he read
Manga,
inside
yeah.
of Rimuru.
So now he's just an over the top manga character.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. But yeah, the rest of the episode is very much like, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do, and then a slapstick moment every now and then.
I actually I do like the that people kept showing up late. Like the guy was like, "All right, brought an army. I heard you guys were attacked."
Yeah,
and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, we killed the whole kingdom already.
yeah,
They're all dead."
yeah, and then oh shit, what's the name?
The Dwarven King.
Yeah, Dwarven King came, and then a new character, the ruler of Thalion.
Mm-hmm.
I actually forgot his name.
I did too, but he was cool. I liked him.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Like we backflipped and started doing fucking jutsus.
Yeah, right. I saw that. I'm just like,
I'm pretty sure he literally did the jutsu that Sasuke does, the Katon Fireball jutsu.
Yeah, that I wouldn't be surprised. That was really funny. The scene that had me rolling though was when Raphael was shading the shit out of Rimuru.
Oh yeah,
that was so funny. I was screaming.
I love that she evolved and is now sassy.
She is so. Oh my gosh, she is so shady as fuck.
Sassiness.
She said. He turned it. He's like, "Yeah, could you turn it down with that?" And then he's like, "Oh, these people came," and he's like, "All right, I turned it off." "Oh, I'm sorry. Could you do it?" And she's like, I was. Yeah.
She said it.
And she's like, "I'm sorry. Can you do it?" And then she just, and then she just goes off screen. I was like, "Oh my god,
like, perfect." I didn't warn you because they didn't have any hostile intent. They weren't literally here with axes and swords and shit trying to kill you.
Yeah, so you're the one who said it. Oh, I love that. She's really funny.
I like the entire cast of the show. I think that's probably its biggest strength. Is it just has a lot of fun characters,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking forward to seeing the inevitable struggle with Clayman.
Oh yeah, he said, "Swiggity, swiggity, I'm coming for that booty."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I cannot wait for that indeed. All right, up next we have Kobayashi-san Chino Maidragon S, episode 1.
This is my
This
episode of
is
the week.
I'm going to split this one.
Do I want to split it? There was something else that I really, really love. You know what? I'm gonna split it too.
I'm definitely splitting mine. I mean, just the strength, like the strength alone off the ending, how the ending of the episode was enough to give it episode of the week.
Yeah, the ending was speaking of cliffhangers. The but I love the way it even started. Like it just
Yeah,
jumped right into it with the
yeah,
here's Kobayashi and Toru and some shit's going down with maids.
yeah. They did not skip a beat.
Literally, there was no
Mhm.
slowdown at all, and it just rolled so
No.
naturally.
Yep. And then the new dragon appeared, Iruru, and the fighting was
Oh yeah, Toru
so
Kyoani still has it.
awesome.
Fucking
Fighting was so
top tier animation.
awesome. Everything was so bright and colorful. Oh, I forgot how this pretty everything looks like it's like pretty in the sense it's not like Violet Evergarden per se, but it's pretty in another way. Like
It's like very stylish. Yeah, it's very anime-esque. Like Violet Evergarden looked like a literal picture book. This is more like it's very stylish and cartoony, but it still looks really nice.
Exactly. Like everything's just so saturated and filled with color and vibrant. Really, really nice.
I actually enjoyed both parts of the episode. Like even the first like comedy, Toru working in the maid cafe was really cute. Her new outfit was super adorable. I wish she kept it. Her new maid outfit while she was at the maid cafe. There was not as much Kana as I would have liked, but the few little times that she was on screen, she was adorable.
There's enough. You know they're gonna give her.
I know she'll have her own episode.
How you feel about the new Dragon Girl?
Of course, I love the new Dragon Girl.
Okay,
I love her. She is another one of the great anime designs of the show.
Is okay, great, yes.
Top tier character design.
Yeah, she's filled with tons of plot.
I can't wait for the inevitable.
Someone would say too much, a little too much plot.
I love that but all right, I honestly do love that they just don't give a fuck and they made her super. A lesser studio would have reduced her bust size because she's like that in the manga too, but. Like any other studio would have been like, oh, let's redraw her to make her more normal looking. No,
it's fine. It's fine. Like they use that, so I'm fine with like stuff like that as long as they like clearly are. As long as there's some type of self awareness that like,
she's
that her titties are like clearly way too big, which they did, which they had that awareness once. Kobayashi slapped the shit out of her titties.
When she was trying to seduce Kobayashi, she was literally like leaning on top of Kobayashi with all her weight on her breasts.
Yeah, like, and her breasts look like they're like a clean 30 pounds each.
Yeah, I want that one guy who does. There's a guy on Twitter who does like he tries to dissect the breast size of every character. I think he only does fake characters. I would love to see him try to figure out what size this girl is. What size?
But yeah, no, just this whole episode was.
I think that
really good.
What I liked a lot about this episode too is that they kind of low key went into the lore. Like they didn't really cover much of the dragon lore in the first season, but this season seems like it's going to be focused on like the factions and the different types of dragons. Because during that whole fight scene, we had Elma, yeah.
Yeah, she broke it down and be like, oh, they can't fight because of this season. They can't fight because of this season. And he can't fight because of this season. First of all, I didn't realize I forgot how many dragons.
I forgot there were different.
Show.
First of all, I forgot there were factions of dragons. I thought they were all just like the same type of dragon.
I just forgot there were so many already.
Oh,
all I remember was Quetz. And that was
yeah, I
it.
like when she showed up and even her little tiny irrelevant scene of her just twerking to the fucking flute. But
That confused. I was like, wait, what's going on?
I think it's because she was a snake and she has the fucking flute, so it's like, oh, a snake dancing to the music.
Snake dragon?
Yeah, she's like a snake god dragon.
Oh, okay.
However that works. I mean, they're both reptiles. Like,
Close enough.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, this is a fun episode indeed.
Indeed. And also, I want more. Well, next episode is gonna be fucking crazy. I imagine next episode is gonna be a lot of fan service because I can't fathom them taking that end note and not doing something crazy with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this was a great way to reintroduce the series. I loved it. Great comeback. I'm super glad it didn't lose any of its charm or its like beauty, or its comedy. It was still funny. So I'm really looking forward to more of it.
Yeah, same. Do you remember that? That little chime on channel 7 when like
Vaguely.
when they would expose someone for doing some crazy shit and
Oh yeah, like the news.
Shame.
Yeah.
That's where I got that from. So I'll let you know. Hair flip. Anyways, up next we have Higurashi no Naku Koro ni Sotsu, which is my other episode of the week.
I figured. Yeah, this was a really good episode. I love Crazy Reina.
It's well, okay. So one, Crazy Reina was fun to watch, and I just feel so bad for KT because it literally was just worst timing EX. It really was just like there's nothing really wrong. Nothing. It was just every time it was just the worst. Like literally the most compromising position.
It's like wrong place,
ever.
wrong time, but like times 1,000.
Like every single scene, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, at this point, I don't blame Reina for doing the murder. I'm like, oh yeah,
right?
I'd probably have done it too if I were her.
Right? I can't even like fault her at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't just she randomly just went crazy and killed him. Like she caught him at every juncture, talking to Oishi and lying.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to Oishi again,
and
she didn't lie about it.
Well,
She just caught.
She saw him talking about her.
Yeah, about her and running. Just all the
There were so many. They definitely amped up the crazy faces this season. I'm not. They did,
absolutely. Right? I remember. Do you remember when she like gives him the hanky?
Yes.
And she's like, "Thank you," God. And then you just see her face, and she's just like. And it's just still like dead silent.
It was so creepy. And Totoko had a few too, where like she comes down to see Reina, and Reina's looking out the window, and she just fucking looks like a monster minion.
Yes. Like for a split second.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "I'm so concerned," and she's like, I mean, we gotta go. Like,
Totoko's such a troll. I know I'm supposed to hate her because she's clearly losing her mind and like being very sadistic.
Losing.
All right, fine. She lost her mind and is being very sadistic, and clearly enjoying like watching her friends tear each other apart. But she's so fun to watch.
It is. It's all fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And so in addition to all that, what made it my episode of the week is that when they paid homage to the OG Rika stabbing scene and gave us a new Rika stabbing scene. And they literally said, well, we already showed you a scene where where literally her organ, like half of her was like separated from her body.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, let's just go all the way and let's just literally just blood. It was everywhere. It was so gory. She has an unusual amount of blood.
Rika is packing some.
How strong is she? How strong is she with each stab? Like just
that room
just
was
sprays
covered.
of blood everywhere.
Like I don't think humans should have this. Rika should be donating blood to the bank every day.
Right? Like just splash. Like I'm
Jesus.
like, I don't think blood's supposed to do that.
And when Satoko shows up and she's like, "Hi, Rika," like she's like a campy little villain troll where she's like, "Oh, yep, you're dead. Time to kill myself too."
You can't run from
I
me.
like the fact that
Bye.
she she has to like check her heart, be like, "Are you dead?" There's blood everywhere, and you're like fucking. Your throat is slit in half. Are you? Or let me make sure you're dead.
Hey, gotta make sure.
Mm-hmm. No, it's all fake blood.
Mm-mm.
She got you, Satoko. She pranked you.
And then even when she killed herself, it was like,
Oh yeah, blood.
you know, that blood wasn't nearly as, but that shot of her doing it, and she just falls over and just does like the pan to Rika, there's just body. Oh, woo!
I also like the scene where like Rika's low key stalking Keiichi apparently, and she's like standing outside his apartment, looking at his house, looking at Raina go in, and she's like, oh, "I did a good thing. I
Yeah, she's like,
everybody.
"Ha, good, we're great."
My
I'm like,
work
"Oh,
here
you
is
poor
done."
soul."
There was that meme of the guy who was like, "I'm a genius," and then right under it was like, "Oh no, it was Rika." I'm a fucking genius. Oh shit.
Exactly. Woo.
Eureka. So yeah, I am looking forward to seeing, and I'm glad that this arc was only 3 episodes. Like they didn't linger on it or anything.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking because this arc I knew what was gonna happen. Like it was very straightforward.
We knew what's gonna happen just from a different perspective.
But I like there is still a bit of a mystery to the Shion arc, the Mion Shion. Like we don't know if that was Shion at the end or Mion at the end, and why some stuff happened the way it happened. And there was like Rika dying suspiciously too, which I'm guessing is Satoko, but we'll see.
I can almost bet it's Toko, like almost every time.
Maybe. We'll see. There's room for more mystery in that arc, and there's definitely room for a lot of mystery in the Tepe arc.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? In this city, it could have been anyone.
Exactly.
Could have been anyone. All right. Let's move on to Genjitsu Shugi Yuusha no Okoku Saikenki. Episode 1 and 2.
Yep, this is the anime that you guys chose for the patron chosen poll, and I gotta say, this is my other episode of the week.
Really?
I know you're not gonna like this show, but I'm a nerd for politics and economics, so I was literally like coming while watching this.
Yeah.
I was just like, yes, fiscal policy. I literally was like, when he was talking about the cotton fields, I'm like, oh man, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
When he was talking that, I was like, I thought of you immediately. I'm like, oh my god, is only coming?
Yes, I was. I was like, yes, subsidize the food industry. Cash crops no go. Yeah, I play a lot of EU4 and like Civ and other strategy games, so this kind of stuff is like perfect for me.
It's like I didn't hate it. Cause for one, the main character.
Yeah, the main character is fun. That helps.
Yeah. Very cool main character. Like him a lot. Excuse me. I'm so happy that he was given the kingdom. Because no tea, no shade. The king's kind of a bitch.
He was so dumb in the beginning. He was like, "Oh like, yeah,
like he seems so incompetent."
Yeah. At least he's smart enough to be like, "I'm stupid. Give this guy the kingdom."
Basically, and then you know the daughter. I forget what her name is.
I think it's like Lucia or something.
Like Lucia, some shit like that. You know. I like that she's like a military princess, kind of. And yeah, I don't know. I didn't hate it. Like they splash some fun in it.
Yeah, it wasn't like strictly just let's talk politics and economics. It was like they do have a lot of fantasy elements with the different races and like different magic and all that stuff was pretty cool. I I also like that. What's her name? Licia is kind of like she's the quote unquote manly person of the group of the between the two of them, and he's more like just like subdued and smart. I like that she has a more masculine role between the two.
Yeah, me too.
So if they ever do get into a fight, I hope like they do eventually do get into some fight or something, and I want to see her actually like protect him. I don't know. I kind of like their relationship. It's kind of cute.
Um, I liked shit. Yeah, I like that it wasn't like Log Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is what Log Horizon needed, just a splash of some like I don't know. I'm scared though because I'm like this is a new anime, so I feel like after a few episodes, I'm scared that some shit's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't know. We'll definitely see.
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be. Right now, there isn't like a big. My one complaint is there isn't like a big plot point right
Yeah.
now. It's just like them just chilling, doing economic stuff. So hopefully there'll be something that gets the plot moving, so that there's like more we can talk about. Because right now it's just like unless Drew wants to sit down and talk about economic policy.
Which I don't.
um, but yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I think, and I do think it is going to move in that direction because the way the episode 2 ended was like, we're gonna get all these people together to be in my cabinet, and they were all showing them at the end and everything.
I'm just here for the drama.
I don't know how much drama there will be.
That's like drama in the sense like drama as in like, oh my god, we're all trying to out politic
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They'll probably
the
do like that,
other.
or like somebody tries to like do a coup attempt against them or something.
Yeah, like I definitely saw the like I know stuff like that's gonna happen. They gave us a pretty good idea that that's what the anime is gonna be like. Especially when you saw the beginning of the anime. He was reading Machiavelli.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the Chunibyo reference. That was cute.
Yeah, they had a couple of key references. They actually referenced like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, he put his collar up like Kaiba and was like, I activate my card. And
yeah, I thought I was like, it kind of looks like Yu-Gi-Oh.
They had like a few random references. They had the Three Kingdoms. They were like, oh yes, I'll make my speech like Cao Cao from Three Kingdoms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll probably do something like he'll try to invade the other country or like the other empire or like do some Lelouch style stuff where he's just like, actually, I'm the real king because I bought all the stocks in your company or some stupid shit.
Exactly. So
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's that shit I do like indeed.
But yeah, this show I would recommend to people who, if you are someone who's like a politics or economics nerd, I will say this show does get its economics and politics right. Like this is a show that's actually well researched.
Okay. So yes, you guys, people who suggested this, you live another day.
For now. I got your backs. Patrons.
All right. And for our last anime of the podcast, we have My Hero Academia, Season 5, Episode 15.
It's weird doing My Hero Academia last.
It is, as opposed to it being first.
Yeah, because I'm always used to like it being first, and we're like, it's the first thing we talk about.
Yep. Nope. Not this time. This episode felt very much. It still kind of felt very setup-ish.
Yeah, it's setting up the
it's like how do I say it? It's almost like it sets up the expectations for for the characters, like what we're going to expect.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say something, and I don't know if you'll take it the wrong way, but I felt like this episode was a really fun episode where nothing happened, like at all, like nothing, like all it was just them talking with Endeavor about what their goals are.
Yep.
And then Endeavor being like, giving platitudes about heroes and stuff, and then being like, you have to do better than me at one point in this. Like, nothing really happened.
Exactly.
Which is kind of
really
like,
happened.
But it was cool to watch. It was cool seeing Endeavor do all his shit and talk about the different aspects of learning how to control their powers and do better.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like the probably the most important part was the thing at the beginning with the villains. It's gearing up. Toga's involved, so I'm waiting for more Toga, please.
Yeah, I saw Toga. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
I was like, I waited. What episode is this? 15? 15 episodes for a 2-second scene of Toga. Yes, it was worth it. more, more, please. New girl, the assistant that Endeavor has is cute.
Oh yeah, I guess I wasn't looking too much at the sidekicks. Their prince is all right. Nothing too interesting. Oh, that scene where Shoto or fuck, I forgot what's his
Todoroki.
Todoroki. There you go. Todoroki calls out his dad, and it's just like, yeah, you could drop the father act, like, just do your job. And I was like, ooh. And then and watching, Endeavor got into his feelings about it just a little bit. He was like, oh, I thought he was trying to connect to me, but I guess not.
Nope. He just wants to learn from the hero, the top hero. That's it.
Exactly. So, that was a little that I thought it was gonna get a little more intense than that.
It probably will later on.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they have to revisit that conversation later.
Yeah. This is like the anime equivalent of just like watching a train that's about to hit like what do you like a broken railway or something and like fall off the cliff, but we were seeing it like 10 stops in advance and we're just waiting like when the fuck is this train gonna go off the rails.
Yeah, they said 4 months.
Basically, I'm like, how many episodes are left in the season? 16 out of 25. Come on, hurry up, get this train derailed already.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Not a lot happened, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, same.
All right, quick filler arc. Did you start watching any other? Did you start watching any new anime?
I have. Let me actually just see if I can get the name of it. Have you? You go first.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of Uramichi Onisan. For those of you who don't remember, that's the anime of like the guy who's like works on doing TV, like children's TV, an actor.
Oh yeah, I remember covering that.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be a drop for me.
Wasn't as insane as you thought it was going to be.
It's one of those things where it's just like I feel like he was trying to be funny, but it's like now I'm just like, whoever wrote this, are you okay?
Should we send someone over to help you?
Right? It's like, ooh, it's like very. There's some points where it just feels very sad.
That's what I thought it was going to be. Like that premise just strikes me as dark and depressing.
Yeah, but you could do it in funny way. Like they had some funny moments, but it's the only thing I will say that it's funny. But you know what it is. What's a little unsettling? I think what caught me off guard.
What?
Like those moments where he's like having like a mental breakdown and just like he's like going through it. It's happening while they're recording.
So like in his head or like
no, out camera? Loud. Like kids are like literally talking to him, and then he just has some very like scary. He has a very scary.
Somehow I don't feel like that's intended to be funny. I just feel like you have a dark sense of humor.
I mean, I
the funniest part is when he has a mental breakdown at work in front of the children.
No, like he literally. Like, for example, there's one scene where they're supposed to do like a set of exercises with the kids, and like, why are we not doing ABC exercises? Like, no, we're doing this instead. And then it shows like this scary background. He's like, well, sometimes you gotta stick it to the man and boycott when they're not doing shit right. And I'm just like, whoa. Whoa.
Where is this coming from?
Yeah, so it's just like, oh, like some of it, some of it is funny,
Mm.
but then some of it is just,
I'm seeing the tags on it are comedy and slice of life. Like,
yeah. I mean, shit. I don't know what else to. I wouldn't call it a drama. A drama. Even though he's going through, I wouldn't call it a drama. I guess maybe just to be on the nose, maybe I feel like this is not what they would. This is not what people have in mind when they see the psychological tag, but but maybe it needs it.
Yeah, this might be one of the cases where it's important.
Because okay, so I cut to the point where he's just like, the kids are asking him like, first of all, the kids are asking some very existential questions, like, "Hey, why don't you smile when you're happy?" Or like, "Why do you? Oh yeah, why do you smile even though you're not happy?" And he's like, "I am happy with you because being with you guys is the most when I feel alive." And then he's like, "That being said, when I'm at home, I'm alone, my feelings become numb." I'm like,
You know what this
what?
show is? I feel like it's gonna end where you find out the show isn't real and he's just been in his room the whole time by himself and he's just imagining all this. It's gonna be some
I
Requiem for a Dream shit.
I yeah. Yeah, he's like, yeah, he literally said, yeah, when I'm at home, like I'm alone and I feel numb inside. So when I'm with you guys, it's the most I feel alive.
Too
And
dark for
he's telling
me.
this to kids.
I try to like watch anime for enjoyment, not for depression.
I'm like, I, it's like you, no, there's definitely anime where, you know, the character laments being like an adult or hates being an adult. Is like sad about it. Like, oh, I miss my youth. There's that, and then there's this.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's just like, ooh, I'm not sure if you're okay, buddy. Ooh.
Well, I've been watching a much less depressing show.
Yes, he's.
I've been watching Kanojo or Girlfriend, which is
Oh my
the
god.
the one where it's a quote unquote love triangle. It's not a love triangle. Well, I
What?
mean, is it a love triangle if everyone just wants to fuck each other? I don't know. But they basically the premise is there's a guy dating a girl, and another girl confesses them at school, and because he's such a great guy, and he's just like I can't turn her down, so he asks his girlfriend if they can all have like a polyamorous relationship, and then they go along with it. Now, I will say this show actually lands really like as stupid as the concept like sounds. It is fucking hilarious because the main girl is great, and they don't shy away from like all the obvious jokes about sex and like sexual orientation and stuff that come along with that. Like the main girl is always questioning her sexuality now, and she's just like, I like my boyfriend, but I kind of really want to fuck this girl. And it like it's just like this latest episode, the new girl came in and she like took the main girl's phone number or phone and just started like looking through her Google history, and all her searches are just like how did penetration, when do I have sex, how do I do this, and so like the main girl is just really really slutty, so I love her. But
Wow.
the show itself is very funny. The main character isn't a douche. He's like a imagine like I don't want to say Makoto because I don't want to invoke school days, but like if
I understand what
Makoto
you
was
mean.
yeah like
Yeah,
a
he gives me
good
Makoto
guy,
vibes.
yeah, but he's like hilarious because he's just like he's the opposite of Makoto. Instead of being so sleazy that he like instead of being so bad that he's sleazy, he's like so good and honest that it causes problems because like I said, he didn't want to turn down the other girl because he didn't want to hurt her feelings, and like the other girls have to stop him from admitting that he's in a relationship with both of them because it would ruin their reputations. And so they have to keep him from being honest at school because he's always just like, I need to tell everyone. I don't want to keep this lie. I don't want to live a
Uh,
lie. So they just like beat the shit out of him every time he's about to tell the truth. And yeah, it's just really really fun. Trying to think of other great examples of it. But main girl's really fun. They're not really too tropey. Like I thought the main girl was gonna be like a tsundere. She is kind of tsundere, but she's like a fun tsundere. She's really fun. She's not super abusive or anything. And yeah, just a really cool show. Great comedy. If you like those types of comedies, I think you should give it a watch.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you for that recommendation. I think I'll actually watch it maybe tonight.
Cool.
But yeah, I just want to touch base and see if you start watching any new season or any new series like I have. But yeah, so that's gonna be the end of the filler arc, and that's going to also be the end of the podcast. So, if you be so kind, take it away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of G&A Podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you catch all the episodes as they go up every week. If you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party in Discord, all linked in the description down below. If you'd like, you can even become a patron or channel member, like all these lovely people on screen right now who make the show possible, and get yourself a bunch of awesome perks. This season, we are actually watching Higurashi Sotsu and Maidragon with our patrons. So if that sounds like something y'all are down for, consider becoming a patron. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Oni is gonna be gone.
Yes.
By
Not
tomorrow.
Forever. Not forever.
Yeah,
just for
he's gonna be gone on vacation. I'm going to be gone a little bit further into the week. So next week's episode is gonna be a little bit late.
Yeah.
I don't know. If things work out, it'll just be like on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't be that big of a deal. Worst case scenario, it might come out Wednesday, but it's probably be Tuesday. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yes, we're trying to make it as much. We're making as much of an effort to deliver you the episodes as possible. So be patient with us. Until next time, I forgot how I do my outros. Until next time, this has been Sobroni and
Juvidu.
And we'll catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.